Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. In today's video we are going to be doing another update of Baltimore Thurgood International Airport, and we're starting off here with this amazing looking aircraft. Honestly, this livery on the Condor A330 has really grown on me. I think when it first came out, everyone's general consensus was that it was ugly, but I think over time, for me especially, this livery has grown on me and I actually really like it now. And I think just kind of based on what I've heard from other people, I think that's kind of generally what people are kind of thinking. It is definitely an odd livery, but it's also a very colorful one as well, which I think is a very good thing. We've had way too many Euro white liveries released over the past few years, and so it's nice to see a livery that actually has some color to it. So starting off, of course, with this aircraft, just taxiing in, here we have this Condor A330-900. He's just arrived in from Frankfurt in Germany. Of course, Condor only served Baltimore on a summer seasonal basis, so I'm trying to make the most of this aircraft in these updates over the summer period. But yeah, I really like the look of this aircraft, and it's just added so much to these Baltimore updates. But moving around to the cargo section, here we have this UPS Boeing 767-300. He's going to be heading out to Louisville in Kentucky. We then have this DHL Boeing 757-200. He's going to be heading out to Cincinnati in Ohio. We then have this Spirit Airbus A320neo. He's arrived in from Las Vegas, Nevada, and it's going to be heading out to Tampa in Florida. We then have this regular Spirit Airbus A320. He's arrived in from Austin, Texas, and is going to be heading out to Minneapolis in Minnesota. And then finally here for Spirit, here we have this Spirit Airbus A321. He's arrived in from Atlanta in Georgia, and is going to be heading out to Miami in Florida. Then moving around, here we have this Delta Boeing 737-900. He's going to be heading out to Detroit in Michigan. And then here we have this United Express Embraer 175. He's going to be heading out to Chicago O'Hare in Illinois. And then here we have the JetBlue Airbus A320. He's going to be heading out to Boston in Massachusetts. Again, I do really want to get an Embraer 190 so we can send that aircraft out to Boston instead, because of course the A320 is not realistic. It's just kind of my most compatible JetBlue aircraft at the moment. And then finally here for this terminal, here we have this American Boeing 737-800. He's going to be heading out to Dallas-Fort Worth in Texas. Then next up here, moving over to the Southwest gates, here we have the Southwest Boeing 737-800 in the Tennessee 1 color scheme. He's arrived in from Punta Cana in the Dominican Republic, and is going to be heading out to Denver in Colorado. Then next up here we have this Southwest Airlines Boeing 737 MAX 8. He's arrived in from Sarasota in Florida, and is going to be heading out to Las Vegas in Nevada. Then next up here, just getting pushed back, here we have this Southwest Airlines Boeing 737 MAX 8 in the Desert Gold color scheme. He's arrived in from Greenville, South Carolina, and is now going to be heading out to Dallas Love Field in Texas. We then have this Southwest Airlines Boeing 737-800 in the Heart color scheme. He's arrived in from Montego Bay in Jamaica, and is going to be heading out to Fort Lauderdale in Florida. We then have the Southwest Airlines 737-700 in the Canyon Blue color scheme. He's arrived in from Cancun in Mexico, and is going to be heading out to Manchester in New Hampshire. And then finally here for Southwest, here we have the Southwest Airlines Boeing 737-800 in the Heart color scheme. He's just arrived in from Atlanta in Georgia, and is going to be heading out to Raleigh-Durham in North Carolina. And then finally here, just getting pushed back, here we have this British Airways Boeing 787-8. Now this is the only trouble with only having one wide body gate here at Baltimore, is this gate has to be shared between now the two wide body aircraft that fly into Baltimore, or at least in my model airport, because of course before I never had a Condor 767, so this was never a problem, but now they have to share. But this British Airways 787-8 is pushing back for a flight out to London Heathrow. And just like that, that does conclude today's update of Baltimore Thurgood International Airport. I hope you enjoyed. There's not really anything else to go over, so apart from that, I hope you enjoyed today's update, and I will see you, of course, in the next one. Bye.